sure I eat it. I can make
Yo
sure,
yo yo,
you
gonna
know,
enjoy some
listen,
more
we
MLBA
can't hear you on
action.
oh, that's why, because it's muted on my end. Oops. Sorry, chat. My end you can't now you can hear me. You should be able to hear me
Oh, there
from
we go.
my yeah,
The
that's probably
writers
why.
have been busy. Fantastic season
Um
so far.
Hold on. I need a do you have a picture of you, Zano, that I can put
I'm
in your
sure.
window?
I'm sure I do. As we have gone started, so I'm gonna send the picture and commentate at the same time. Well, Dom,
Yeah,
we
go
got
ahead.
Black Snake Anaglyph deck. I know you've been testing out some multiplayer. You were playing a little bit in between. How do you like Anaglyph deck?
I have to say, first off, welcome, friends. Welcome, everybody. Welcome from the Balatro communities. It is good to be here casting with you all today with Zano TV, live for another epic battle of Major League Balatro. Happy to be here. My name's Don Palumbi, and we are getting right into the thick of it, as we should say. Anaglyph on Black Stake. Well, I mean, Black Stake number one, I feel like is not really like the most favored stake out of all the stakes that are there.
Uh huh.
And Anaglyph is obviously going to create some very unique contrasts. Remind me what Anaglyph does again.
So you get double tags every time you beat a boss blind, and we've had a really interesting start here. I don't hate the fact that Justin went for Econ. Unfortunately for Justin, I think passing on the hack was a little dubious. But Doc also looked in the pack.
Picking
The
up Sock and Buskin already. I
Yeah.
won't lie. I'm always a fan of the retriggers. I'm always a fan of the retrigger jokers. You cannot go wrong with getting a little extra trigger here, getting extra triggered here and there.
The thing is, this sock is gonna give Doc the I hate to say it, but like 85% chance of winning this game now. Finding it so early unless something can appear for Justin. The reason for this is Sock not only gives the scoring, which Justin now has to make up with glass cards. It
Right.
often is those retriggers. But Sock also is great early econ. If you get gold seals, if you get lucky cards, if you get golden ticket, if you get I mean those are the main ones. But that stuff can turn into money. So it's not
Yeah.
just the scoring advantage. And now Bloodstone shows up, and I actually
Yeah,
don't even.
Bloodstone showing up and turning it down too, which is really interesting to see. I feel like Doc is slightly behind Justin a little bit, so Justin's moving faster. He was just stating earlier on stream before we were getting set up that he likes to go fast. He likes to speed through the seed as fast as he can. So I bet he's trying his best to get through as much visibility that he can on the seed. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
it's tough to say because he definitely probably missed on that sock and buskin without any intention in that regards. But and then Doc here's just sending a spades flush, getting enough points after two hands. I mean, that's just there.
The
That's
funny
just
thing
easy.
is, I think Bloodstone often isn't the answer in Major League Balatro because we have Glass, which is just better. But the thing is, we have Sock. We have no other scoring. So I feel like there is seeds in which the way Justin has played this would have been beneficial. In fact, I was playing one in ranked earlier where there's just nothing. And having more money was just going to always be better. But the fact that Doc searched the packs, found the Sock and Buskin, and then I feel like the Sock makes it a lot more straightforward to take the Bloodstone.
And Justin just did get a hermit, so he is getting some extra econ, at least for the time being, to try to make up some ground for that for the time being. Rather, Doc is holding on to the Bloodstone, taking advantage of playing flushes right now. From my understanding, Doc is just trying to get as much ground as he can. I mean, it's early on in the game, and it seems like to me Doc is always thinking about the long game. Justin could be maybe not thinking about the long game as much as he's just trying to do as much as he can to survive the seed for the sake of time. I mean, who knows? I'm not saying that Justin might lose a life before getting into the first meetup between the two. But taking the red card, and we know how expensive the red card is when it comes into getting that through. But he manages to get through with one hand left to go, coming into that as well. What's Doc's multiplayer name? We'll have to see. We will have to see. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves today. Welcome on in again. Thank you all for tuning in. Justin's now taking the stencil Joker.
Yeah, Sorry, I had to fix the overlay there very quickly.
All good.
I had Doc's wrong multiplayer name. Let's go ahead and listen in. But yeah, the stencil might be enough to weirdly take this one if Bloodstone doesn't do well. Actually, Doc may just go for the clubs.
Yeah, we'll have to find out.
That is what I'm gonna do. Hit him with one of those. Why not? Okay. Maybe that doesn't seem super likely. Maybe we go for it anyway. Send one of these. All right. This could be okay.
It's gonna be close. Not enough from
Okay.
Doc's side, and the tempo line is gonna kind of work
Maybe-
out for Justin.
maybe
I think
one
really
of
needed
those.
this life.
That's quite surprising. Taking the stencil
right.
play, kind of giving Justin just an early
It appears you
lead
have
and
me
an early edge
at a slight disadvantage.
in this
I
fight.
squeaked it.
But at the
Nice.
same time, too, I
Cool,
can't
see you in a
cut.
bit.
We can't cut out the dock. We can't cut out the dock this
Nice.
early on, especially with how early it is. He's getting value. He has the hermit. He's waiting for the right moment to strike when it counts.
Trying to figure out why Doc's thing is not loading on the overlay. It's really unfortunate. Sorry, I'm going to try and figure that out. I will also point out that the hermit value, Justin was able to use a lot earlier due to having money, due to not looking in those packs, but obviously that pack gave sock, and we're just always going to want sock over that. Oh, it looks like it fixed itself. Okay. Or did it? Did it just flip them?
I'm seeing $47 spent for Doc, and then Justin doesn't seem to have his details kind of set up at the moment.
Yeah, it should.
Looks like Doc now is taking Odd Todd to rely on some chip value. Now Justin's broken. Sorry, all some technical difficulties. And Justin's still sticking with the stencil play for the time being to save on econ. He's got $48 right now from what it looks like, ripping into an Arcana pack. Is he going to get risky with the Wheel of Fortune? I doubt it, but you know, we always got to say, you never know what it's going to look like. How'd they get the go? Oh, stop it, chat. Listen. I'm just like y'all. I am just one of many Balatro friends.
The question is, Dom, how are you playing the background music of my stream and commentating? I mean, that's just ridiculously impressive.
I actually have a YouTube playlist that I'm playing from my album Balatro Bangers. So I'm actually not playing the background music of your stream.
Oh, the chat thought you were always just playing live in my office, like every Major League Balatro match.
That's a little bit more complicated because listen, chat, I would love to be playing background music for Zeno as much as I can, but I also need to make sure I'm also getting myself out there.
Fair enough.
But if you do enjoy my Balatro covers and stuff, please consider checking out my album Balatro Bangers if you haven't already, which is out everywhere on all streaming services and on YouTube. Oh, of course, I love playing live. Come on now. I really do. Playing live.
I want to focus
ahead,
on the game, but I also want to say I have seen Dom live, and it was an incredible experience. Also very good cafe.
I appreciate it, y'all. Justin now getting back with some temperance and the smiley face, looking like he has something to smile about moving forward in this seed.
The issue for Justin is with this stencil really limit. Like, if we want the scoring, we can only have so many jokers. It might actually be worth. Well, the 2x is probably better than the 3x without the red card. It all depends on the hand that Justin's going to make. The thing is, while that first life was really important to kind of extend Justin's ability to get back in this game, I can't see Doc losing this life again unless Bloodstone is very uncooperative. I will say Doc wasn't able to get as much superposition value as they probably wanted. The deck was not cooperating. And let's listen in.
Come back.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know how bad I want to do that. Let's try one of those.
I don't know if that's going to be enough, Dom.
I don't think it is. I think now with Stencil being a ×2, it's going to make things a lot harder for Justin. And I still feel like Doc has a slight edge with as much stuff that he's preparing for.
Well, I was actually
That's
thinking it was
pretty
enough
cool.
on Doc's side. Justin
I mean,
Justin able to get the full house of face cards with the smiley
That's
scary
true.
face combo.
Justin's kind of
Yes,
going for
in
the
that
kill
case,
here.
Let's do. Maybe something like that.
2 pair out from Doc. He's getting close.
Okay.
It's really going to come down to some re-triggers here.
To me, then. So I guess if it's on me, just play one of those.
Wow. Wow, Justin taking another life.
Got me
Quite
again.
early.
Nice.
Sorry. I'm having my most scuffed cast yet. And now for some reason, the redeems, which are supposed to be off on my stream, and the TTS are all playing despite it literally not being in the scene, which is really
That's
weird on
weird.
OBS. I've
That's
never had
very
this
weird.
happen. I'm gonna have to figure out how to turn them off because obviously people...
Golden ticket coming in for Doc over here. Justin did just take photo. Justin still has a minimum of 4 answers to find something. Yeah, there's still a lot of room in this seed, I feel like, for both of our competitors here at this current moment. And especially with what Justin's been cooking up. Now he's taking a look at the Spectral Pack. Is he going to do something with the Ankh to get crazy? Who knows? Also, Doc considering the options too. Zano's stream having a day. I mean, I know he's trying. Baron comes in from the Spectral Pack from Doc. Oh my god.
I think we can't Ankh because we have the Eternal Photo. I was gonna say it may have been an Ankh angle for the Sock and Buskin, or even the Baron for Doc, but unfortunately unable to make that happen.
If that Chad wasn't Eternal, this seed would be definitely a high card seed.
Yes, I'm actually curious if Doc would have skipped for these Spectral Packs if Justin didn't skip. I didn't get to see who clicked the button first, but the Spectral Packs are probably worth doing it, especially since you can get stuff like a Wraith, Immolates, the Deja Vus. There's enough important things in there that I do believe it's a worthy spend of all these precious double tags. But I think coming out of it, well, Doc did get that Baron. I think, honestly, pretty even. Again, Doc just kind of losing a little bit more shop window time, if you will, and money to go search for really the deck manipulation he needs at this point with more heart face cards to surpass what we're seeing on... Oh my god. Okay, and now the Ancient Joker, which actually
Ancient Joker coming in for Justin, which is really interesting too. So we have 2 different parallels happening between both of our players. Doc considering the Baron route, is he going to have enough time to manipulate his deck enough to get down to having as many kings, so that being a big scoring key factor, versus Justin has put on some significant pressure with starting with Stencil and now changing his times mult to Ancient Joker. It's going to be very interesting to see if if both of them are going to be able to commit to their plans as what they're kind of figuring out as they dig deeper into the seed. And Ancient Joker's currently sitting on spades. I don't know how many spades are in Justin's deck off the top of my head.
No, it's probably even, but this is, again, as we're going to go ahead and listen, I think this just favors Doc because they have the retrigger. If you're Justin, there's a world where your missing out on Sock doesn't hurt that bad if nothing better than a Bloodstone shows up. Obviously, Glass you can always create in Major League Balatro, but let's see if this finally, and I feel like it will be Doc's PvP to win.
Yeah, I could tell from the timer that you skipped, so probably. Unless you took an uncommon skip, that would be #rare. So,
No full house levels for Justin, but level 3 on Doc could be the play.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that
go
could
for
be
it.
different. Doc potentially with a 5 of a kind play.
Yeah. It's going to have a lot of...
Okay.
that high baseball acts as like an X3 on the Molt and an X2 or 3 on the chips, which is just going to be too much for, I think, Justin to compete with his full house.
And he's going to get a gold card. Doc's going to have a gold card in hand. Oh, no,
Yep.
he's going to
Alright,
play
let's
it
do
because
one
it's
of
going to earn him more
these,
money.
And let's hope that he doesn't have any more of those.
And a blue seal on top of that.
Or maybe I'm supposed to do one of those
I think he should
instead?
go with the 5 of a kind just to unlock the planet. You never know what options are going to actually come out from it.
He may not want to unlock it so it doesn't take up space if he eventually goes for flush 5s.
Yeah, let's
with
try
like
it,
Wise.
try it this way.
Let's see what happens here.
So
80K from Doc.
Yeah. I think with Glass available in Major League Balatro, you do end up going 5 of a kind with Ancient because it's hard to make 5 of every suit with Glass because Glass is still better than Ancient, if that makes sense. So
I'm not catching that
That's
one.
true.
It's okay. It's your life to lose.
I didn't really get much of a chance to see what Justin was dealing with
You know, we got to go a
with
little.
regards of his picks in the midst of that, but it looks like to me some of his draws weren't really happening as well as he'd like during that. And I mean, still, Doc just had a lot of preparation going into this, so we might see a pivoting point here where Doc is going to start to take over, especially with the amount of late game that he's playing for. This is why we love seeing Doc do what he does. The prof is always on top of thinking about every single step and decision that he makes as he's playing through a seed.
no, exactly. And I mean, again, it's just a sock difference. If a sock happens to pop back along for Justin, he is right in this. He's obviously down a golden ticket, but Doc has not been able to make that many gold cards.
No, there hasn't been too many deaths either. At least I haven't seen too many tarot packs both competitors have opened up as of yet. So it's hard to say of like how many of these tarot cards are really going to add up to make a difference based on how much deck manipulation they can both see through, especially with the amount of econ that we're getting from the econ's relatively close. Doc has like $15 difference compared to Justin, just a slight edge, but at the same time they're both spending a decent amount of money to see as much as they can in the seed.
Yeah, and that all stems from Justin having interest this entire time and got an earlier Hermit off versus Doc really had to wait on it. However, this golden ticket with the sock combo should eventually pass up Justin in economy. But again, I feel like Doc's just struggling to find gold cards. Here's going to be only the second one to deck. Now, every single face gold is $8. So it adds up very quickly.
It does add up very quickly as long as he's able to see those cards. Still, that he's rocking with about 49 cards. That's 3 cards off of a 52 card deck. But also, it's movie time, chat. You got to have your popcorn. And Justin found some shiny popcorn lying around, but it's not going to last long.
It's not going to last long. It's going to be good temperance value. I mean, at the very minimum.
I think he saw that temperance before he got the popcorn.
Yeah, unfortunate.
So he missed like the slightest bit of timing regarding that. Negative popcorn looks great. Favorite negative Joker in the chats.
We picked up a Purple Seal 6, and I have to imagine that Doc opens the standard pack, but that's a really good card for Justin to find. Start being able to create Taros in blind. That's another. I mean, this seed has been pretty dry for entering the what is this 4th PvP already. This is only the first purple seal. We still have very little econ on honestly both sides, even despite the golden ticket. There is a chance that if this lucky hits $20, it's gonna start really leaning Doc's way.
No $20 there,
but no $20 hit.
Still rocking at least $40. He's still rocking at least $40 and has now the 5 of a kind up to level 2, so that's already a step up. And now gets the negative popcorn.
Of course.
Does he also want to go to the movies?
I don't think Doc's gonna pick it up because it doesn't add scoring, and it's so expensive.
But now Doc did find that purple seal.
Did find the purple seal. It was something that could have been an advantage, but with Doc's economy, he was always gonna look in the packs.
Okay.
I think once again, Sock is just too big of a difference entering this PvP.
Too. Those extra triggers really come down to the little bits of extra molten chips that you can get from any scoring hand. And let's list it in to see what the players have to say with this.
It's close last time. I'm gonna try to make it not so close this time.
Doc trying to separate the distance a little bit.
And this would be a mistake by Justin. Justin should go for the 5 of a kind queen's hand, not waste any. This game is gonna, or this PvP is gonna come down to each player's giant big hand and not multiple small hands.
Yeah, I feel like we're in the phase now. We're in the seed where the later in the seed you get, the more you have to focus on what kind of big hand combo are you going to pop off with.
Yeah.
We all know how much we love playing those hands that last for a couple minutes. And now that Justice is big, getting a glass on the queen, Doc's gonna risk it. Let's hope that it doesn't break.
I think Doc's gonna see the score.
So it's it's on its way.
Doesn't know. Justin didn't leave a discard for the purple seal. Is not going to see that glass. That is going to be a big difference.
And that breaks. We have a broken glass, so that does lock him in on 2.5 million.
Certainly not catching that.
And here's the thing: every piece of scoring. So Justin almost getting
Look at that.
doubly unlucky. The fact that the difference in this seed was Doc opening up that pack, seeing Sock, and then we see Bloodstone, and we saw Ancient. That's 2 of the 3 on card scoring, and Photograph. 3 of the 4, I mean, on scoring face cards. The only one we're missing is the Idol, and now we have Glass. And with Glass starting to enter the...
Doc sees a Deja Vu coming in hot here on a Gold King, potentially, to at least earn him some more money. But I know he's been playing Queens. Does he want to consider putting this Deja Vu on the Jack to at least get a strength to get it close?
I think you put it on the King just
you gotta
to
put it on the King
already have a gold.
You got to have something to get some extra money.
And you can strength your queens up. He only has, I think, a couple more queens and kings.
As my dad has always said, chat, never say no to money.
And that's a huge difference of going Omen or grabbing the crystal ball early. The crystal ball came back, and of course, because Doc had already taken the first tier, gets the second tier. And I would say Omen Globe is one of the biggest, most important vouchers you can have in multiplayer over your opponent, because seeing spectrals that your opponent doesn't see, a lot of people like doing that by playing in the Seance or Sixth Sense, can be so valuable for that exact seal right there, a Deja Vu. Just all powerful. We now have 2 extra re-triggers if we can make extra copies of that red seal for Doc. It's looking kind of bleak, despite I think Justin doing a fantastic job in the early game to buy him some time, buy some lives off of Doc with a little bit of tempo. It's a little unfortunate now.
I think so. I think it's a tough position to try to get early on and try to get out ahead first and try to score early. regardless of what Justin's intentions was during his plays, Doc did kind of just set himself better for the late game, and that's with any good sports game, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish.
No, exactly. You have 4 lives for a reason, and you hear this said a lot when playing a game like Slay the Spire, where it's like your health points are a resource. And in multiplayer Balatro, I think a lot of players, like myself, like Doc, will treat lives as a resource. Like, okay, I'm trying to get to this big build that's going to totally outscore my opponent. I can sacrifice. I can eat some lives, some non-PvP victories, while building up to that massive, big, late game Joker roster and deck size and score. And that's what we're seeing, I think, on Doc's side.
Plays we have going on here. Ancient Joker sticking on spades. Makes me wonder what the next suit that is going to come up, if that's going to have an effect to both of our competitors' decks based on what's happening here. Doc's got the Sun, so he's hoping maybe Ancient Joker can lean to Hearts. If it somehow leans to Hearts, he could potentially get down to a flush house route if it works. Can never get good at Slay the Spire primarily from focus too much on my health. Slay the Spire was one of my favorites before any other digital card games. It's tricky because that game has a lot of complexity to it, like Balatro has. Justin now dropping 4 kings, 4 of a kind to get some extra. I don't think he got any lucky procs off of that. Barely
beat the blind.
Just by, yeah. That's a scary fact to deal with.
Oh, that dice
6 is coming up.
Not good for Justin. That's gonna allow Bloodstone to proc every single time on the Doc side. And with Justin down to just 2 lives, I think Doc's gonna be willing to take it because we could just avoid playing glass and maybe play glass on the final life. We also have the lineup of hearts. So if Doc's gonna get not only Ancient, but Bloodstone online and probably Bloodstone online permanently with this oops.
Bloodstone online permanently is kind of a huge resource, especially when it's 1.5 times molt and extra triggers.
Right now,
Bloodstone sounds like...
Yeah, Bloodstone's just kind of been there and been kind of helpful. With oops, it essentially is a more reliable Ancient Joker, and again, the fact that Hearts is what Ancient lined up on is...
Doc lost a life. Doc's at 1 life left. He did not make the seed, but he does
definitely gonna take oops after losing that life.
He has to take all the shots that he can get at this rate, especially if he lost a life. He knows he needs to play to survive. That's a huge shot now getting an oops, which is...
And again, chat, we had a small thing with the overlay early. Doc has 1 life, not 2. Sorry, Dom.
All good. I see on his stream he has 1 life left.
Yes, yeah.
And Ancient's on Hearts. Ancient is on Hearts, so this is. I mean,
this, unless there's the worst draws that we've ever seen in the history of Balatro, Doc has this PvP.
Yeah, this is likely going to be some of the biggest hands we'll probably see in this first match.
Okay.
Or in this first game of 3. At the very least. We'll have to see what cards. We'll have to see what the RNG, what Jimbo gods. What Jimbo is willing to give to our players, and see how kind the Joker can be.
Maybe we don't need to keep these.
He's also holding that strength too, which makes it a very interesting potential.
I think gonna go for the kings to have the queens align with your red seal makes a lot of sense to me.
That also makes a lot of sense. Question is, can Doc find that red seal gold king? If he can find that red seal gold king, that'll get him some extra triggers that he needs.
Okay.
But he's at 1 hand with his cards. He's probably gonna have to go queen.
I had some concerns, but I think I'm gonna be okay.
I think he can strength and go kings here.
He could go the 4 of a kind.
I haven't
Or is he
grown
going
in
to
any
play all 5
significant way.
kings and just rip it and ship
Okay.
it?
True.
Oh, I mean. Okay.
I feel like he might need to play that 5th
Well,
card anyway, just because
think I
he's going to need
still
all the help that he can
do-
get. He's going to
I
steal
think I
the
still
king
do
for
that.
the,
I'm gonna think I still do this.
for the extra times molt.
I was gonna.
But-
Oh, having a little bit of lag.
Then
Yeah.
maybe I do one of
Ship
those.
it. Let's see what happens. No procs from the lucky card.
Or yeah,
I'm a
let's do
little
that.
behind you.
What do you... All good. Doc does end up making it though.
Yeah,
Doc does
17
pull out a
mil-
seven-
with 4.
Tie game again. I actually
Well, the
lost
4 of a
life to
kind
blind
hitting
'cause I got a-
17 million. But now the thing he needs to hope for is for Ancient Joker to line up again, because otherwise he's going to need to start making some wild cards fast.
Yeah, now that we have Bloodstone permanently online, it does kind of become a wild card angle for Doc. I think it's just easier than glass. Obviously, if there is something that's a heart, you could glass it, and once again, that is better than Ancient. And it's 1-to-1, so we don't really care if our glass breaks in this PvP with this.
No.
Oops, it's it. That's all that there's left.
If
It
he-
just really comes down to what tarot cards can Doc find. I mean, we only have a purple seal.
Yeah, especially in these blinds too. Hopefully, the Ancient Joker hits hearts, so it could hit hearts after the next shop, and then Doc can easily skip to the
Yeah.
boss blind and just be like, "All right, I'm ready to go all in and push in all my chips and see what the final 5 cards of the flop and the turn in the river are going to be." Right? Justin's going to need to find something to get him out and get him all the times molt that he needs. I mean, the card sharp could be an option. He's not taking that either. He took the loyalty card to get him to buy some time, and looks like he's been sinking a lot into the red card, which we all know is a huge investment
It
in itself.
It kind of is, and it normally is not the play on multiplayer unless you're playing maybe gold stakes. Maybe I'll give even purple stakes. But I actually think, yeah, as someone said in chat, that could have been an Ankh angle for Justin if they had the Ankh available to them, because honestly, we just care about the X-Mult in Ancient or Photo. Right now, even if Ancient doesn't align for Doc, I think we're in just such a secure spot because of the oops. Otherwise, it could have been interesting. But with the oops, the sock, I mean, we're just looking at double the amount of 1.5x's that is possible on Justin's side.
And Doc just found a death. So if death isn't in sight for Justin, this tarot card might be something that he better also find. Otherwise, I think we all know where this might be headed.
Again, Justin
the-
using his discards before finding the purple. I think that's the 3rd time, and that's always very brutal
Yeah.
because it's just minus a tarot, and eventually that tarot is a death, and it hurts.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part of like managing your discards and your hands. You want to get as much econ as you possibly can to save every dollar, but sometimes you need to make sure you can see those seals and use them for their maximum potential, because you never know in this case scenario what the seed is actually going to provide,
What
especially this late in the game.
is Doc gonna drop the oops for Chad? There's math here to be
That's
done.
risky.
If you
That's
have
risky.
if you have a glass card on that red seal, I think the math is, and you could change the suit to the correct Ancient one, the math would be correct. I feel like Doc is so far ahead right now where it's not needed. Not that
I
Doc
don't-
completely knows that, obviously.
I don't think he needs chat. He needs I don't think he needs to look at the photograph, in all honesty, just because he's already got so much going for him. He's considering selling Bloodstone for the guaranteed chat triggers.
Oh, and gonna
And
grab
going-
Showman. I don't hate that play. I don't love it though with only one shop left. I mean, if Doc rolls into another chatter photo, it's ingenious. But
I mean, this is a risk it for the biscuit play if I've ever seen it. And now also Justin getting the Chad, that creates a really interesting thing. So the only thing that's really still edging out Justin is the sock and buskin from the beginning of the seed. Doc has had those extra re-triggers from the beginning, and Justin is kind of sitting with a loyalty card, considering is he skipping the next blind just to guarantee the ×4 molt. That's a really, really interesting position to be in, especially if I were Justin. And he has three tags still to go. It might be in his worthwhile to make use of those tags while he can.
Those tags that would have been coupon tags, and we would only be able to see one free shop, so it wouldn't have been very beneficial for Justin. I think Justin definitely made the right move to go into the blind.
Yep. He needs
still has an out here by finding a sock at the last second.
He can't find the sock that Doc found if the seed is kind enough to him. And that's probably the biggest score we've seen from Justin right now is 478K. But now loyalty
not
card
enough money.
Yeah. He's kind of scraping to find any dollar that he can just to get him extra mileage. And we have Doc actually milking the most out of his kings. Saving a death probably for, I guess, a justice, or hopefully potentially getting see a second sock though. I mean, you got to remember, socks do come in pairs.
Oof.
And milking those five of a kind planets.
Doc could also find more justices in the pack with this showman.
He found a Polychrome 3 if you want to really get dicey. Another 5 of a kind at level 11 now. Going in the Mega Arcana pack. Let's see what he gets here. Nothing crazy. Can always make more hearts, which is not the worst thing in the world.
Well, we did get the diamonds.
We're in diamonds. Yeah, we're not in hearts territory anymore. So trying to make as many diamonds as he can is kind of the goal.
8 ball.
8 ball.
No, we got no money for it. That's so sad.
No money for it, but
yeah, Doc. I mean, it was always going to be in his favor this game with the opportunity to grab that sock early. Let's listen in, but this one all but over.
Unfortunately, I feel like I made a horrible error, but
horrible error.
A horrible error. Unfortunately.
I've got a path. I'm just trying to figure out if it's a reasonable path or not. That's not great. So I think we got to do them like this. Economically, kind of a rough spot, huh?
I guess I would do these first.
Doc has a lot of wild queens. He
does. He's just not.
Or just one.
Them.
Never mind. I was wrong. I thought he had a lot of wild
just
queens.
as one.
Okay.
Justin throwing down the hammer.
Tells me what I need to know.
Doc's trying to see the cards that he wants to see.
Okay.
And Jimbo's actually not being too kind to him. Looks like it's probably going to be a full house.
Flush house.
Flush house, for that matter.
Fancy full house, basically. All those levels in the 5 of a kind. We had a level 11 5 of a
Alright.
kind.
Crazy that
It-
has to.
The flush house is just going to be more because of ancient. Actually, I don't know if it necessarily was. But regardless, Doc knows the win has arrived.
Sometimes
Oh yeah. Okay, so it wouldn't
you
have
have to flush the house.
Clean
Clean it
so
up.
I biffed
Take
it
care
with
of
my
business.
loyalty card. And
What a
it
match.
Go off in our
Yeah, it's a great game.
It's
It's unfortunate
It
we-
would have made a difference. I'm pretty sure.
That Justin just didn't open the first buffoon.
Let's see here. 4 times that takes you to 1 million.
Yeah, it's tough,
So
right? Because
maybe you're,
usually
like,
you would
10
want to
times
take
off.
the
10
first
times
buffoon
could
any
be,
chance you get when you
like,
get into a
a
seed.
glass
That's
card,
that's
maybe?
what
If you've
usually
got
I like to
Chad,
do when
that's
I
already
jump in,
times 8
even
from
if
one
it's
glass
I
card.
a
found
glorious
no glass this whole time.
a glorious
Yeah.
joker at the beginning. If it's like one you can't refuse. And sometimes that's the crazy thing of the first buffoon pack can sometimes define the entire run of a single seed. The early sock stuck around for Doc the entire time, gave him the extra triggers that he needed, and even Justin taking the first 2 lives into the mix of it all managed to crawl his way back, losing a life on his own and making the most out of the Ancient Joker whenever he could. So, but it just shows if you're able to ebb and flow and adjust occasionally, you can make some really crazy plays.
Curious where we go next, where Justin tries to take DrSpectred. It never we say this about a lot of players, but Doc is definitely up there in terms of you're never going to feel comfortable on any choice. It's kind of like where can you go to maybe either throw Doc off their game just a little bit, or someplace that maybe you like to find weird lines through the game that could lead to a victory against someone who's so good at min-maxing like DrSpectred.
I feel like the tricky thing for Justin is he needs to try to find something that is in his own comfort zone that is going to give him a slight bit of edge against what we can say one of the GOATs, because Doc has pretty much played through every single ounce and inch of Balatro as we know it from the beginning of this game coming out.
And
to
we're
this point in
going
time.
ultra vanilla with yellow deck, white stake.
Yellow deck, white stake. Give us that extra money. Let's have some extra fun. Let's see what else we can do.
It's so tough because Doc is so good at gold stakes that it's like you don't really want to take Doc to higher stakes, but I don't really want to touch DrSpectred on the most vanilla of vanilla, where it all comes down to these micro min-maxing decisions that we know he's so good at. There's a reason I think maybe doesn't get talked about enough. All the 8 anti-world records that Doc has. Those
Yeah.
8 anti-world records come from insane min-maxing in every blind for the whole game. And that it honestly is attuned to a lot of what multiplayer's about.
With the
And
amount
here
of
right
speed-
away, I think massive mistake by Justin to not grab the mail-in rebate.
Econ.
That's just
It's an
something you
it's
can't
an
miss.
It's an insane shop, as we all can probably agree. Mail and Rebate's one of the best econ jokers in the game. It gives us the most flexibility when you're able to dish out dollary dues for whatever kinds of jokers and things you need to spend on. And sometimes you're not able to see those cards, but down the road, you can try. Maybe Justin's just trying to cook up something a little bit different. Maybe he's trying to turn some heads and show people that he doesn't need mail and rebate to make it work. He's gonna use the one joke. Why am I forgetting the name of this one joker that generates others?
Hallucination. But it's hilarious that I will say 8-ball already gave some value. We got to keep that 8-ball around.
You could say I'm hallucinating for lack of a better term, but Justin's just gonna have to get creative with finding econ in other ways. He does have $30. He does have Riff Raff with the 2 rebates. Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Doc. Don't do it. Don't do it. Trust in it. Hallucination can't do it in round where you could use the taros. Yeah.
He's trusting.
Let's go.
He's trusting. He's gonna shoot the moon. He's gonna shoot for the moon and try to get a home run.
I will say it's a little tough on Doc right now where you're trying to play 8s. You're trying to discard 5s and you gotta hold queens.
There's a lot of numbers you have to work with, and
Yeah.
specific cards that he needs to score just to survive. And shoot the moon isn't really a kind joker in that sense, because it demands a lot of hand manipulation for that matter, and making
Yeah.
sure that you can, having a smaller hand size, even if you have 8 cards in hand, all of a sudden if you have 3 queens in your hand, you only have 5 cards to work with. That's not a lot of real estate in regards to having flexibility just to get enough points to make the next seed, or to
And
make the
immediately
next shop.
Rewarded by playing the 8, gain a chariot. Great with your shoot the moon. I mean, it's like 8-Ball's sentient and even knows what to give you.
Justin did find the half joker though, which is going to give him at least a little bit more room to work with the real estate of the queens for shoot the moon. So
Make 8s.
that extra 20 mold can make or break the difference for the time being for him not having the mail-in rebate. Now, granted, he still has a lot of money. Maybe he's waiting to spend that $60 or so on something. Maybe he's trying to buy a birthday present for Doc. Maybe it's Doc's early birthday. Maybe he's trying to find a joker that is actually going to give him some extra edge in lieu of like the business card or the golden joker. Nope, neither of those.
Yeah, I it's weird because I mean, right now Justin's kind of tied up Doc in money, and that has a lot to do with the hallucination value he got early. Lots of hermits, but I think long term this mail-in rebate is going to carry Doc to a significant economic advantage. I do love seeing Doc here play into the 8s.
We always love to see.
It'll happen, don't worry.
We always love to see our competitors playing with odds. They don't hit all the time, but when they do hit, it feels great. It feels good. Interesting choices here. Justin's now taking Gross Michelle, taking the banana.
I don't hate Justin's. I mean, if Justin's aware that they passed on rebate, because sometimes you just miss things. I mean, that's all happened
That's
to
true.
us.
Caught in the
if
heat
they're-
of the heat of the moment.
If they're aware that they're down a rebate, you absolutely should be going for the tempo line. And this, oh no! I was gonna say the holographic odd Todd's incredible. 10 molt with all those chips with the molt you're getting from the shoot the moon. I mean, I get trying to make space maybe for the riffraff, but that is so good going into a PvP round. I literally could not think of a better first PvP joker.
He's
Oh,
definitely relying pretty hard on the riffraff, which was the words I was looking for earlier.
There you go.
For
riffraff.
the for the econ, and I guess it's just a sense of like trying to find what is the key joker that he can make a plan on, because right now both competitors are kind of in the state of limbo of let's have enough jokers to score something, right? There hasn't been, other than mail-in rebate at the beginning of the seed, there hasn't really been a joker as of yet that has locked in a specific plan or a specific strategy. And I feel like we're still both players are still in scramble mode just to try to get something to have enough points once they face each other. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Because even though Justin doesn't have mail-in rebate right now, I feel like we're kind of even in just scoring-wise in general. We'll have to see. We'll see. Does Doc also take the banana instead of the shoot the moon?
I think because we have a chariot. We actually have. Do we have 2 chariots for Doc? I think you keep it. I'll tell you what. I know Doc would have relished that holographic odd Todd, and I wouldn't even been mad about an 8-ball sell for that holographic odd Todd. It's
Doc
just
has 2
so
steals.
good. Yeah, 2 steals.
Doc does
It's
have
in my
2
beautiful
steals.
overlay. I'm the one who commissioned it. I just gotta look up. It's this
I
microphone.
also
It
need to-
blocks my face.
I also need to look up too. It's very nice. It's making our lives easier, and we're forgetting to use the resources that are supposed to make our lives so much easier as commentators.
Yes.
All right.
All right, let's listen in. This is an interesting one.
Indeed.
Hmms in chat.
Okay. That's useful. That's not great. Yeah, I don't know. Hit him with one of those. See what happens.
I'll never get tired of Doc's dissatisfaction.
Yeah, not getting the probably the queens that you're looking for.
Yep.
Oh man,
Okay.
Odd Todd doing some work for Doc though.
oh,
Can
slide
Justin
joker.
Can Justin find some
Okay.
aces though?
Justin does find a couple aces. It's most important for those chips that were somewhat lacking on the Justin side.
All right.
Not fully.
Three aces
So-
for Justin.
Yeah,
so
this should
he's
be
going
enough.
I think we do.
with the steel queen. Both of them have
One
a
of
steel queen
those.
in hand. Nope. Let's see.
Going for
Yeah,
one
try
big
that.
hand. This is a really good job by Justin knowing how your scoring lines up.
Hey,
Knowing his situation.
we get to
too.
live.
Wow, Doc is potentially going to throw in
Maybe,
a four of a
maybe,
kind
maybe.
queen.
Flush 5 just to get the card unlocked, I think.
Yeah.
I
Flush
don't know
5.
about
Is it
that.
gonna be enough?
Sent a
though?
big one at the end.
That was a great hand. I mean, still upset at
guess
Justin about
in
Odd
that
Todd,
case,
but we'll let it be.
Yeah, here you go.
No,
Well done.
not enough. Banana goes bye-bye for Justin too.
See you on the next one.
Well, that's probably
Yeah,
good.
a
We can
little
find Cavendish early, get an early 3x, maybe beneficial for this PvP, or maybe even next. I mean, it's not every seed that you find the retrigger mult. Finding the red seal jack in this standard pack, very, very nice.
That's
Curious to see what,
big.
nothing really in the mega standard for Doc.
Justin doesn't take a red seal ace though.
No, I'm probably gonna sell out a scholar, honestly. And at this point, with this red seal, Justin has an advantage with Riffraff still up in the Joker spots because he could get Chad photo and immediately
he
gets
just
the Chad
found
from the
Chad.
Riffraff.
Immediately found the Chad through holding on to Riffraff.
Holy moly!
He's gonna need that as much as he can.
Now you really wish you had that 8-ball with that Chad. I'm sorry.
Doc finding Bloodstone once again. Is he gonna go for the Bloodstone combo?
Now we have a
And finding
glass
queen. Glass Queen Gold Seal is really interesting too.
I think because
It
it's
does say-
foil, the Bloodstone can replace Slide Joker no problem, and that doesn't have to be what you end up having for your final build.
True.
Yeah, there's a lot of foil in this too. That is true,
There's
chat.
a lot of options.
But we do have Hone on Doc's side now.
Can we just get rid of 8-ball? But the 8-ball is eternal. The 8-ball
Immediate
tells
1
all.
second timeout. Never again do I want to see such Kerglow in my chat.
Stop glowing.
I feel like now we got to sell at least. I mean, we probably kind of have to sell Hallucination too. A foil egg. How much foil?
Foil egg. How much foil is in this seed? Maybe it's just totally foiled. Foiled it again.
It's kind of incredible.
That's wild. It's honestly wild. And still making Shoot the Moon work for him as much as possible. So I think Justin's probably going to try to milk the egg or for as long as he can. Also finding the Bloodstone.
Not
Doc
foil
did
for
end up
Justin
taking-
because without Hone, we don't see as many additions. Now that Hone could be really helpful in standard packs by additioning playing cards and giving Doc a polychrome that Justin does not end up getting. Watch out for that one.
Or if he's feeling crazy and wants to spin the wheel of fortune, you never know. Sometimes a wheel spin is all you need. Considering selling the egg, I feel like the egg is kind of one of his only sources of econ that
I would have sold
at this point.
ice cream. It's only you have half the amount of chips on that egg anyway, right? With
Yeah,
50.
now it puts him in a tough position of like, where's his econ gonna come from? Is he gonna really lean into hallucination more to find him some more tarot cards, some hermits, some apprentices, just to get some extra money, just to help him dig further into the seed? And Doc does now have about a $40
Oh no!
difference
If
comparatively.
I don't love Justin going into this PvP with $40, and if Justin would have re-rolled 4 times, which I think is not too crazy, we would have had Photo Chad.
He
Justin would have been in a
Photo Chad.
commanding lead in this game.
There's a good chance though that Justin will likely see Chad coming up after this meetup between the two. It's just tough to see that he's not going to be able to maximize the potential in it now compared to later.
Yeah, it is a common Joker, can come back, but of course Chad's a common Joker, so we could see Doc finding that component. Let's unmute.
But maybe I can fix it.
What does this do?
The thing is that Red Seal 2 for Doc allows him to almost have like a faux Chad, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
But the Chad with the Bloodstone could
I did not want to see that.
and some glass.
Yeah, Red Seal is like a 2/3 Chad. Because Chad gives 2 extra triggers, the Seal just gives 1.
Oh well.
Yep.
So it's not as big of Chad as you can get, but we could say it's faux Chad for sure. Who knew Chad liked pho?
Well, who doesn't like pho?
Oh, I mean, you're crazy if you don't like pho.
Yeah, this flush house
Something
is
like
gonna
that,
be
probably. That looks good.
a decent amount of
Alright.
points for Doc.
Let's
I think the glass might be enough though for.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh my God, Bloodstone did nothing. Holy moly!
Bloodstone did
So
not do
next-
anything.
Alright, good luck.
Rip. Putting Doc in a very interesting
What?
position.
Not the what from Doc.
He's shaking the Bloodstone and being like, "Why do you do this to me?"
Can we get a clip of the what from Doc? Somebody, I need that as a sound redeem now. We can actually we'll put it into the game when Bloodstone doesn't trigger. For every non-trigger, it goes what? What?
What? It's so crazy. Bloodstone, you had one job and give some odds. That's the one. That's kind of the saving grace that Justin needs right now. Is if Bloodstone is not hitting, especially with him having Bloodstone as well. The fact that Doc didn't really get much luck for it puts him back in an interesting position, still being up 2 lives, and now also has that Red Seal, taking 2 jacks and bringing them up to queens.
I really
So-
like Justin's position. I also like that Justin has 2 glass face cards already. Just up in enhancements all around. Has an extra gold, has an extra lucky.
Yeah, he's making Shoot the Moon still work for him in good ways.
The issue for Justin is just no econ Joker versus this rebate, and Doc's just going to
What an
consistently.
immolate here, though.
It is a great immolate.
That's a great immolate.
Consistently going to be ahead in these shops, and that's why Doc was able to see the photo, and Justin was not. I'm curious to see if Doc takes the glow up voucher here, which again it makes it not very likely, but there's a very good chance that Doc could see a polychrome standard card that Justin never sees.
Doc does also get his jacks up to queens as well, so we're both players are rocking with their red seals, getting closer and closer to queens, if not kings, as potential. Justin's keeping his strengths where his jokers are, and just trying to get some points.
Chad came from a riffraff chat.
Chad did come from a riffraff.
Justin kept the riffraff longer because they didn't have mail-in rebate. They also didn't believe in 8-ball, which, like, 8-ball's been a little rough. All right.
Doc's finding a golden ticket though.
But with only one gold card, feels bad.
Feels tough.
And no re-triggers. There's nothing to make that golden ticket feel worth it.
Good immolate here for Doc. Even losing a queen is not really going to hurt him too much. I feel like this is going to actually be potentially anybody's game, but if it were me, Justin needs to take this game more than others. Doc's still developing. Doc's still building his deck and getting his pieces for his puzzle. I think Justin's in a fine-tuning position where he's got a plan. It's still not completely clear. Finds a justice and some tarots.
I mean, I think this game comes down to what shows up first.
And a justice for Justin right now.
A photograph on Justin's side or Chad on Doc's side, and Doc is much more likely of the two just due to the mail-in rebate to find something. But and also having this extra consumable slot means that Doc could very likely find this death, go into PvP with Death, Fool, and Justice to create 3 red seal glass, which would just dominate whatever is kind of available for Justin.
Yeah. Doc
We'll
has
see, though.
seen more vouchers as well. He's been able to dig deeper into the seed, just in general. Sending those pairs of 8s to keep the glass
$20
from
hits.
breaking. You got a $20 hit. Jeez. If that's getting lucky, my gosh. I will take $20 anytime, please. And Justin as well, also sitting with $41. I mean, it's good that he has so much in the bank for investing and to help him dig, but I also do kind of wish that he would have taken more risks. Sometimes it's good in these scenarios to feed into the seed as much as you possibly can, even if you have to lose a little bit on interest, just to make sure you're not missing out on things that you haven't seen. And now Doc's just going to reap it in with this Hermit. Is he going to consider using this Fool, or is he going to save it? No, he sees the death. And he
That's
has 2
so
Arcana
huge.
packs. Yeah, this is kind of a huge deal now.
This is exactly what happened last game. 4-2. Doc started to really put the pieces together by having an econ advantage, and then things just snowballed from there. Of course, last game, it felt like it was a little bit more up to RNG. The fact that, not RNG, but Justin didn't open the pack, didn't see the sock, and it just kind of stunk. This game, it was a deliberate decision to pass the mail-in rebate to look for other things in that riffraff. We did get rewarded with the Chad, but the long term, we're seeing favoring Doc once again, and it's let's listen in.
We're back.
Hey there. Welcome back.
Hello. All right. Start with one of those.
Doc
We got
didn't
him.
roll because they didn't want. They already had taros they wanted to come into this
Alright.
PvP.
He's not ready for one of these. Let's hit him with one of those.
Hit him with one of those, he says.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Justin's bringing in some heat. But also
Justin
no
also
discard.
way
has
he's
2
ready
red seal
for
glass. Doc is just going to be up
One of
one.
these.
In that red seal is just more important with the photo.
Got him right where we want him.
Still sticking with Shoot the Moon to getting some base points.
'Cause now I think he's ready for one of these.
Yeah, here we go. Now it's a battle of how many red seals you got.
Yeah.
And how many of them break, and how many of them don't.
Ah, unlucky.
No.
All right, well, I guess I can still do it like that, maybe? Let's try that.
3 seals coming in hot.
Ooh,
Okay.
One of them broke.
Okay. Let's see.
That's a big smash. Last hand for Justin. Can he break 4.7? Is not going to do it enough for
Not
him.
Close.
Not even
For now,
close.
for now, for now.
For now.
It's white
And it-
stick, you know, there's plenty of room. to
And again, that
maneuver.
is just photo being a lot better, having another
I
source of an
love it.
X2 over Chad, which is just re-triggering the single glass, if that makes sense. You rather have 2 triggers of ×2, which is a total of 4 2s. So we go 2, 4, 8, 16x. Versus Justin with the Chad is just getting a benefit of a straight 4x.
Justin probably could have put one of his glasses at least in the front to get that 4x to at least get him closer. Because
Yeah.
at this rate, he's going to need all the points that he can get and as many triggers of the red seal. But now he finds the Chad as well. All
Finds
of a sudden, now
the
it's-
Chad, and it was that a judgment?
But Doc just found Brainstorm.
I mean, Justin's gonna roll in the brainstorm in a second. I'm not worried about that. And now that Chad is what came up first between Chad and Photo, Justin will be in a very commanding lead.
Yeah, this is already going to change things a lot. Doc getting his favorite Joker coming up.
Justin will see
Yep.
this brainstorm. I'm sure. Right, guys? Right? Like surely he rolls 2 times or 1 time in this ante. No! It hurts. No. We had brainstorm 8 ball. We would have got enough
Brainstorm
hangman.
8 ball. $20 proc from the lucky card though. All right, let's see if Justin finds the brainstorm.
We're gonna reroll here. We even have the reroll voucher. There's no way.
Yeah, he has to. He has to know that he has. There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
We gotta sell fortune teller here.
I think so. Acrobat's kind of that 3 times molt that you need. I think Fortune Teller has to be a play. It's not a substantial amount. 22 molt is a decent amount of molt. But at the same time, you need now as many triggers as you can get. You have $44, Justin.
Fortune teller does not matter whatsoever.
No.
Yeah, I don't know why Justin's holding on to so much money. We could definitely afford to spread out these rerolls a little bit more. But the Joker roster is just better for scoring on Justin's side despite being down a red seal glass. How many breaks did we get? Is Doc?
They both have 1 red seal. I think they both broke
both
the
have-
same amount of glass. In the
Oh,
last
so they both have
PvP.
1 red seal glass then.
Justin has 3 glass over Doc's 2. Doc has a few more luckies and has 1 more lucky in steel.
Okay. Yeah, so it's 2.
comparatively.
It's 1 red seal glass for Justin, 1 red seal glass for Doc. Now this next glass play for Justin does break, so if it's a red seal, which it will be on the photo, it's gonna break, and then we're down to 0. And 0 is where you can't afford to be because you can't death
No.
anymore.
No, he needs to find some tarot cards and make some copies of that glass red seal as soon as he possibly can if he wants any other chance to to turn the tides around. He's up a life, but at the same time, he needs to
Passes on the
regain
rebate
control.
again, and I get it because we have Acro. I don't get it. We have Acro. We're going for the life loss, but especially with Brainstorm, that rebate would have been Justin's chance to get back on the econ game, and we're seeing it really start to whine now that we have doubled the amount from every mail-in rebate. We're at $10 per discard for those. We see, what is that?
Is Doc gonna? No, he's gonna survive the seed. Fine. I was concerned for him for a second because I was like, Doc, you're playing 8s. What are you doing? He knows what he's doing. Rebate is OP.
Yeah, rebate's a little too powerful, probably.
Rebate's kind of overpowered. Would you say it should be nerfed in the next update? Who knows?
Probably gonna be $3 or $4.
Yeah, I feel like it's worthy of a ding of a dollary do. If that dollary do, sometimes the dollary might don't.
Oh, hello, Sizak. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome on in, Raiders. Y'all are coming in on a very interesting match here at Major League Balatro. DrSpectred and HCJustin. Doc leading 1 game up, and we're in game 2. Rebate being uncommon would probably make more sense just because of how much value you can get out of it.
I'm fine with that change as well.
I'm also
instead
fine
of
with that change
a
too.
nerf.
I feel like it deserves it.
Yeah.
Doc's now using that Iris to hold on to a couple other Taros. Well, he just got a bunch more money. Doc is almost $200 over Justin at this rate, just from money spent in this seed.
Don't tell me we're selling trading card after we got rid of 8-ball for gift card.
Oh my God, he's trolling. Doc is on another planet. He's wanting to give a gift. He's feeling kind.
I'm gonna listen
Let's
in.
see.
I don't want to talk about it.
I think I want to do one of those. Yeah.
A little bit of a loss here. I'm not sure what I should do, but I know I'm gonna figure it out. Might as well do that.
I mean, this PvP, it favors Justin. I mean, Doc's gonna be on 1 life. I'm kind of shocked that Doc hasn't found anything with all this money.
It's really interesting how the seed is kind of played out. It's kind of been stale, for lack of a better term, because
like. I mean, there's stuff here. We have Brainstorm, we have
That didn't really
Bloodstone,
there's-
Photo, but it all came down to that riffraff play, and all the money in the world has
Yeah.
not made up for it.
Yeah, it's crazy that not taking the mail-in rebate, sticking with the riffraff has been the key for Justin to at least give him this light
I'll just do
at
it
the end of
this
the
way.
tunnel to get through and get up against Doc. Doc has just been a little unlucky with not finding a Chad or finding some other sort of re-triggering Joker
There we go.
to give him that extra edge. So he's going to have to use a lot of his resources here to put up a
Not
decently
as
nice
spicy as
score.
last time.
I think actually Brainstorm on the photo here just wins it for Justin.
I think so too.
I definitely think the Chad could lead to a loss.
Oh, is he?
Okay, the Acrobat is clearly not right. We know the Joker display even tells you that
it
photos
needs to,
XA8.
it needs to be the triggers. He's going for the Acrobat.
Oh no.
It's going to be close. Okay, it's not going to be close.
It's
Nice.
Justin
nice.
managed to pull it out, even if the order of the
Alright,
Jokers were not the most optimal.
bit.
quite unoptimal, really. I think the photo kind of slipped Justin's mind because the Chad, you're questioning if it's gonna hit on Bloodstone. And he just like did not think about the photograph at all during the entire process, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's tough in these moments when you're trying to think about what's going to get you the biggest number, and sometimes you just move Jokers around that feel right if you're not necessarily thinking about the math so much. There's a lot of numbers that are on the screen, and sometimes it's easy to get caught in the mumbo jumbo that is the game itself.
Baron.
Oh my God, what a shot!
We're replaying last game all of a sudden. I think
yeah.
it's a sell for Acro for Justin and grabbing Ancient.
Yeah, we're back to Ancient all over again. Now it's yeah, it's high card, chat. It's always been high card. Come on.
Technicians, is there a way that we can make like a 7TV emote for when people say high card and it just points to their username and says I'm a doofus? So it's like when they say always high card, it just says like always points and it's like I'm a doofus.
He said it's high card. I'm a doofus. Or something like that. But yeah, this feels like a copy of almost last match, but it's interesting because it feels like the tables have turned. Doc was in a leading position and putting Justin on the edge. Now Justin's in a leading position putting Doc on the edge. Which we know is not unfamiliar territory for Doc because Doc has all the capabilities to pull something out with the amount of econ that he's surpassed. Granted though, is the seed going to be kind to him to give him to find something to hang on for dear life?
Oh man, with Ancient on Hearts, I wonder if we should have skipped to the PvP on Justin's side and just seen if we win.
That would have been really interesting to see because yeah, that suit is going to if the suit fits, it's going to be something that will define the rest of the run.
And especially just because we have that red seal glass on a heart already, I think is really critical. But we did get $100 from a bunch of lucky procs. So
mail and rebate. Oh,
well, we have no
nope,
space
he
for
rolled
mail
that.
and rebate anymore.
No, I know now. But there was the missing mail and rebate that he could have had.
Yeah.
And $52 and still not... He's not rolling as much as he probably should be. Feeling comfortable with $52 in your pocket. Hey, I don't blame you.
I at least am okay with Justin doing that because we spread out the rerolls. Like rerolls were starting to get expensive. What was really hurting Justin was saving $50 when we've only gone down to like $4 rerolls. Like at least get that to 7 or 8, and then it's more justifiable.
Maybe even 9 or 10 if you can afford it.
We also are seeing the new voucher fix in action for Major League Balatro Season 3, where you're always going to have the same vouchers unless you already completed both tiers. So the game rolled Hone. Both players had tier 1, so it was glow up for Justin, but Doc also already had tier 2, so it re-rolled to clearance sale for Doc. So that is now how the vouchers work. They will always be aligned unless you already have both tiers, and then you get basically a re-roll on your side of things in the shop. Just for those who are curious about the micro mechanics of everything kind of happening. Anyway, Dom. We do get Spades on Ancient.
Spades is a little tough. I feel like both decks...
Ooh, and there's a
players,
world card up top for Doc, who I imagine is going to hold it to PvP.
The question is, is he gonna think that spades are gonna be coming up?
I think you hold it just in case. And we found
And
the
now
Chad.
he finds the Chad. Rebate's
Now, with
gonna go
all
bye-bye.
things being equal, it's really just the fact that Doc has some more planet levels, and the fact that I think Doc is going to hold these suit changers that's going to lead to the victory here. We could also sell Bloodstone.
He could sell Bloodstone. He did not have a good relationship with Bloodstone last time, but it still worked out in his favor. No, Rebate's gone now. So now all of a sudden the Joker fields are even. Doc's Bloodstone is just a little shinier than Justin's. You could even say shined and polished. But and taking the clearance sale too, so his apprentice is not going to reap as much value. But at this rate, he needs as much as he can get to see as much as possible he can get. Yeah, he's going to hold on to the world. He's still going to see through the shops, and we'll see what Doc is able to cook up with this. $20 from that 8 of clubs as well. So all of a sudden, having twice as much money at this point. Yeah, this might be a win for Doc if he can play his tarot cards right. As long as he can manage another $20 from the 10 of spades. That is money in the bank. Somebody cashed out. Get Doc to the casino, man. Yeah, this is all of a sudden changed drastically. It's funny that it's taken us up to this point in the seed for Doc to find the Chad. There was a Chad in the seed all this time. It just came up way later than finding it in the riffraff.
Yeah. And this is why it's so hard to temple on white stake. If you ignore money, eventually that money's going to come back around on white stake before you can get your opponent down to 0 lives.
Yup. Now Doc has $109 to work with. Is he going to use as much as he possibly can? Just to see what other options he has available to him. Sticking with the full house planets. Has a moon just in case for clubs. So he is cognizant about spades. So he's holding the world as well. Looks like Doc knows he's going to have this next round in the bag. Let's listen in.
Back at it. It really matters where that is.
Try one of those.
I think the big key here is the brainstorm is probably going to be wanting to copying the ancient Joker.
Yes, or the photo.
Or
I
the
think
photo.
maybe I guess it could be the Chad if it's a red seal glass and it was on the right suit. Which it will be for Doc because Doc has that world.
Yep.
This
He's
one's a
able
little
to
bit less dramatic.
he's able to manipulate it. Justin is going to have to work with what he has. In Justin's defense, he might want to, he's copying the Chad right now. He's probably going to have to use that red seal glass. Because the ancient Joker's not really going to do a whole lot for him other than a couple Queen of Spades that he has. And again, putting the red seal in the far back, I think he should be putting it out front.
I agree.
He needs as many triggers as he possibly can to get something. I don't know if he's remembering that he needs triggers, and sure,
If you are doing this, you copy Ancient. Even though this is still less points.
Okay.
he needs to copy Ancient. He's only going to be getting so much. You got $20.
I do think this glass is also going to
Okay,
break, which is...
actually, this is pretty good.
Mm,
I lied.
Oh, does
That's
it?
not bad.
interesting.
Honestly, Doc having turn order there may have saved them,
Okay.
because I don't know if Doc was going to make the suit change. I assume they were, but I won't know for sure if
I
it wasn't
guess
for seeing that huge score.
Based on
Mm-hmm.
that,
Justin actually did kind of make a good play there with copying the spades as much as he could. But now Doc knows he needs to cash in something big.
I think we run it this way.
This
Hmm.
clears by a lot for Doc.
That feels wrong, so maybe we won't do that.
You have 1 life left, Doc.
Really? That feels wrong. Interesting. Are we overestimating Bloodstone here?
I think he is.
So
I just don't think
All right, now I gotta
Bloodstone
count, right?
matters
So
when you
that's-
have this set of jokers and glass.
No, I think you need to maximize points as much as you can, and getting spades online
I could do that.
is the one thing that's going to keep him in this game. I don't like this play. I don't like him cashing in only. That red seal should be a spade.
Okay, and then if we do this, this is
That red seal should be a spade. I know he's trying to bank with all of his jokers in this 4 of a kind.
that or there.
Unless if Doc is really thinking of something different.
Probably that.
Here we go.
Gets 2, 3, 4, 5 Bloodstone hits. 6 out of 7.
Wow, what
Okay.
a thing to keep him in the game. Okay, Doc.
I mean,
Doc
Alright.
trusted on Bloodstone.
I know
and
what we're
his,
about now.
his stone
I
was
figured it out. I
shinier.
solved the puzzle.
He solved the puzzle
6
and,
of
and
7.
played
About the
together.
delay game. See you in a bit.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
He solved the puzzle, put that puzzle back together, put it in a box, and shipped it to Justin, and was like, "Hey, check out my Bloodstone. It's a little shinier than yours."
Oh, all right. The idea I had for high card, we're gonna do for 6, 7.
Please, please. I was not expecting that, but Doc was cooking up. It shows that when Bloodstone can hit, it can do some numbers.
Now vouchers desync? What do you mean?
Now,
Well-
now I think he should be skipping. If he's got hearts already locked in, he can just go full ham on hearts. The question is Justin going to do similar? Is he going to do similar? Or is Doc going to try to bank on Ancient? No, he's not going to skip through.
Neither of them could be. If you aren't willing to world that red seal glass, it feels like you would want to skip to PvP. I don't know.
It's a very interesting position, right? Because now all of a sudden that red seal glass is defining what potential your best hand can be. And if you're not fully committing to that, then it creates a sense of chaos in your deck in a way where all of a sudden you have multiple cards of different suits. And if you're trying to maximize on a flush 5, or if you're trying to get the biggest 5 of a kind that you possibly can, but with Ancient Joker, unless if you all of a sudden find, a smeared Joker. Smeared Joker might be the icing on the cake to make this matters even more crazy, just to split the difference between the 4 suits that we have in the deck. But then what would you sell for the smeared Joker if you need it? Maybe Bloodstone? It's tough, right?
Yeah.
That red seal is sometimes, I mean, we can all agree the red seal is one of the most important things that you can use to vitalize getting the most amount of points in a run. But in this instance now, if either player doesn't use the red seal, those are points that you're leaving on the table for the other opponent for the other player to take advantage of. All of these little details are going to add up as we get closer and closer to this final not even this final ante. I almost forgot. Justin has 2 lives compared to Doc's 1. So this is almost anybody's game in this instance right now.
Did Justin lose a life to a blind at some point, or Doc get a PvP?
No, Doc just got this last PvP.
But I mean before that. I don't know why I thought Just had 4. There must have been another PvP we missed. Ooh, another red seal.
Another
Not
red
as
seal
important
coming
at
in
this point.
hot is pretty good, and putting it on a wild
Is nice.
a genius idea. Another Justice as well coming in hot. I think we probably did miss one of the players losing a life at some point, but I do remember. No, Justin, I remember taking 3 lives pretty head on. He had a lot of sway going in for him because Doc didn't have Chad for the longest period of time. I think Justin was just getting a lot of good runs in this last game because he was able to find the Chad earlier and make the most out of it.
Okay, yeah, lost a PvP early, 2-1. Curious to see where this Ancient heads for our PvP round for both players.
I remember Justin being up 4-2, but he probably did lose a PvP at some point. There's been so much action happening that's even hard for us to keep track.
Honestly, with 10 games a week this year, Dom, and me casting so many, they all mush together. Part of me is like, is this the game we saw the negative blueprint? No spoilers on what game that was. But Justin didn't have a rebate, so that's why they've spent so much less money. But at this point, they have identical jokers. A death, very good for Justin getting the red seal. Doc does not draw it. That is a huge deal. Now, the glass in general is going to be very good, especially with them being glass clubs going into the PvP. But that was a great pull for Justin. Up a red seal glass now. Up 2 red seal glass. Excuse me. Up 2 red seal glass. But it's not on the right suit. Oh, man.
Clubs. Not the ideal suit the players want to be seeing. The tendencies of usually going in on hearts or even spades for that matter. So that's gonna make things interesting. Let's listen in.
I'm trying to do that. All right. We gotta be very serious now. That's a little bit spooky.
Spooky
a little bit.
indeed.
Little touch spooky.
Justin finding a lovers. It's gonna get him something closer.
And you know, we're just after Valentine's Day, so perfect timing.
Good timing.
Yeah.
Good timing.
Okay.
For you all wild lovers out there.
Okay.
It's a lot of glass.
It's a lot of glass and another justice to boot.
Holy.
Okay.
Doc
hand.
could technically send
Now I gotta
out
count again.
a 5 of a kind of glass if he
Oh,
wanted
woe
to.
is me.
He might need to.
For those who don't know, Doc is an actual doctor of math, a stinky mathologist, so oftentimes you are going to see Doc simply just play the very best possible
All right.
setup with Brainstorm.
So
Without a calculator.
I mean,
Just pure ball knowledge.
obviously we do one of those.
Pure Jimbo knowledge.
That's definitely not the play though.
And we
'cause
do one of those.
photo
And
is
so it's
16x.
probably like that, even though it's like that. But if it is like that, then that's that many of those and that many of those. So it's like
No, but the
20%.
red seal
Still-
first. gotta put
Justin
the red seal
continuing to
first.
misplace where the red
So-
seal should be going. I don't think he's realized
Then
how
it can't
much
be that. Then it's got to be this.
that is going to be an error on his part.
It's so funny because the Joker display actually tells Doc what the best copy is here.
Actually,
Instead of
okay,
one of those.
I lied because he's focusing. Justin is
Yeah,
trying to
probably.
focus as
That
much
seems
on
fine.
on ancient Joker triggers as he can.
I was gonna chat the glass because the wild will count as clubs and hearts. I think that's just more worth it.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah, it could be.
3.3 billion.
Justin, I
that
think,
out.
could
No,
beat
yeah,
this if they
I
put
do
the
think
red seal
that's-
glass first.
He
I'm not
could.
sure though. That's one of those.
You know, I got
look,
no
I know
idea
the-
either, man. I just sent it.
I know the math's there. I just don't know it. There is a right answer.
Triple break 2 for Doc. This
Usually I
could
get
be
someone else to figure
horrendous
this out
for
me.
for Justin.
I don't feel like I'm catching that. Maybe. I will see.
No, we
Man,
had
this could've-
Doc.
This could have been the nail in the coffin. Let's see if it still gets anywhere close. No.
Oh,
It was a
Dang.
times
put up the
2
same amount of
away.
digits, and that's what counts.
Also, the
Oh,
glass.
yeah,
How is
yeah,
Justin's
yeah.
glass
Really
not
close
breaking?
game. This is
Yeah.
exciting.
I mean, that is
That's-
massive for
this is
Justin.
really-
Really,
We're
that's
each on
really
one, right?
massive.
Each
Yeah,
on
the fact that he still has his glass and all the ones in Doc's broke. It's painful to watch. It's
Justin
really-
played-
it's a-
This is what I said about Justin last season. Towards the end of last season, Justin had so many games where it was like we were just like one piece of knowledge away from taking games against the best players in this competition. And we're seeing the same thing here today where I don't want to look dumb because Bloodstone did kind of go crazy there, but I am just about positive. I am positive because it is glass. You put the red seal glass first with that Chad. The glass is better than Ancient. You still have the possibility of Bloodstone hits. It would have gave us the 2x. It would have actually far surpassed Doc's score. I actually don't even think Doc played that completely correct.
No,
to be
I don't
honest.
think he played that
And we
I
find
don't-
the Dusk!
And
Excuse
finding
me?
the dust this season.
Sell
is
Bloodstone.
insane.
Sell Bloodstone. Trust it. You just need Ancient and you need glass. Bloodstone doesn't do anything. I don't know if that's right. That's my belief. I'm pretty positive we sell Bloodstone here.
He's considering selling Chad. I think also selling Bloodstone is probably the best thing that he can do because if
Dusk
you're going to
would-
lean into Ancient Joker, that's what you have to do.
Dusk is not even better than Chad because Chad at least retriggers the first card twice that you have photo on. That it is 3 extra triggers versus Chad, but you're getting a minus trigger on the photograph. It is definitely not Chad. It is Bloodstone. It is
Yeah.
Bloodstone.
Bloodstone's not guaranteed unless you find oops. But because we're in a similar situation as like last game with Ancient Joker, and he's gonna skip the Dusk. I don't know if Justin realized like that's another. I hate to say that's strike 2. Strike 1 was not putting the red seal underneath Chad to seal the deal and take the win. And now Doc is probably
it's strike
taking the
3.
Dusk. Yeah, that's strike 3. That's
The game that's how it is. What I mean in my game against Justin, there was I think not as clear-cut decision, but there's a point where Justin could have taken idle and taken the risk, and with how many kings they had, I'm just about positive I would have lost. And I think Doc here getting away as well, similar to me with a game against Justin, where Justin just not taking the correct jokers at the penultimate hour. We're a couple blinds away from the final PvP. Could have had it.
bottom of the 9th, 2 outs. You're down by 1, and you're already 2 strikes in, and you have the fastball down the middle, rare and ready to go to hit the grand slam for the game, and you just miss it. It sucks. It hurts to hear. It hurts to feel. It hurts to be in that moment. But sometimes, when emotions are high, tensions are tough, the players are doing their best they can. They feel like they're doing the best they can. It comes down to a tricky position you put yourself in when you know you have it, but then sometimes it's just not clear enough to see if you actually know if you have it or not. And I bet we could all feel how Justin feels right now. He's trying his very best. But yeah, this dusk is gonna make a huge difference.
Oh, we passed the oops.
Dusk
The
again!
dust came back.
Dust
The
came
Invis.
back!
There's so much stuff.
Oh my god!
I mean, I think I don't
Justin
think
must
any
be
of the
thinking of something else.
oop. I
He
don't
must
think
be
you
thinking of something else.
you could have maybe taken the. There was a line there to go, oops over photo and then dusk over Chad. But you're not gonna know that the
Yeah.
dust comes back,
no,
which is
you
valid.
can't- you
We wouldn't
can't
even
predict if the
had.
Dust goes back, and now Justin's just skipping to keep the hearts on the Ancient Joker. So he's really hoping that Doc isn't able to cook up something, but I think Doc's gonna read this right through. Also getting the hearts on the Ancient Joker as well. Having a sun in ready to go with the oops. Now looking
Doc
at
is
the
saying
oops,
no, that's not good for me. Let's see what dusk blocks into.
Invis is
Which
too
was also
late.
passed because it was too late. Yeah.
Yep. The Invis is too late for this point in time. This seed is crap.
Honestly, even if Justin would have, in my opinion, made the mistake of selling Chad for Dusk, then we would have been able to take that oops instead of photo and won this game. Like, we just had to find some place to put that Dusk, even if it wasn't, in my opinion, the correct place of Bloodstone. But to completely pass it just can't be right.
Yeah, I feel like most times when I see Dusk, I'm taking it unless if I really
It is the
know.
best card in vanilla multiplayer because it re-triggers everything. Like, it just is, in my opinion, for scoring.
Yep. I can't agree more, in all honesty. It is just one of those things where we love to see something happen so many dang times in one instance. Now, is Doc also going to... No, he's not going to skip. He's not going to skip and take the hearts with Ancient Joker. This is very interesting. This might be the edge that Justin is hoping for outside of having Dusk.
Yeah,
He's
what is
not
I
skipping so that-
we saw this a lot in Major League Balatro Season 1 where we're so many players are not used to Dusk being a good. Wait, what? Doc didn't skip?
No, he didn't skip. He didn't skip. He misclicked. He accidentally misclicked.
Is that what he's saying?
Somebody in chat just
So
said
Ancient
it,
Joker
he
definitely not
misclicked.
hearts. That's a big
unless if
L.
yeah, this is
Yeah, he misclicked. We have an actual
So-
misclick. A
is a-
misinput. It's a misinput.
That's an
Oh
error
my
on the
God,
that's
Justin
flag
has
on
a
the
chance.
flag on the play, holding 15-yard penalty. This might be the penalty that Justin is hoping for, since he had a couple slip-ups in this game. Probably a couple more than the last game.
We're gonna need to find a suit changer.
Yeah, Doc's gonna need to find something. He's gonna need to pray that this seed still has something to give him.
Star. We need a star, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it needs.
Because you
to-
can't
he has the money
replace
for it.
it with wilds. That's not better unless we're gonna copy ancient, which I guess maybe.
And finds a moon.
Okay, we're blocking a lot of taros. We find one star. Oh my
Finds
god,
a
we draw
star.
three.
And
We draw
2 red
three
seals.
and 2 of the red seals.
That's insane.
Beautiful, beautifully
Wow.
handled. Great job with the tarot blocking.
That's a
I
great
mean, just
recovery
master class.
play. That is why.
And we had a
he is-
diamond steel red seal to
Oh
just
my
from that
God.
pack that we're able to justice.
If you ever think you can't count Doc out, you can always count him to come back in some way, shape, or form. He has knows all of his opportunities and possibilities of what the game can produce, even if there's a chance that he makes a mistake. He finds a way to get back.
The one.
Man, what a
We're-
turn
I
of
clicked
events.
something I'm not super proud of.
We're unmuting.
Oh,
I mean, we'll see. It's not over.
It's not over indeed.
okay.
I still am questioning Doc's order of his jokers.
Okay. Let's try one of those.
Doc's gonna try to get as much glass triggers as he can from Chad.
I think you
No
actually
breaks.
maybe on Doc's side. Do we copy Ancient? Is it possible? We
I
have
feel
one
like you
trigger,
should copy.
two
I feel like you
triggers.
should copy Ancient at least.
I feel like you do. Well, it depends how many we have.
Alrighty, it's been quite
It gets
a journey.
complicated because we don't have the full flush
That's been quite
5.
a journey.
No, it is very complicated. He has
Let me get down to that.
5 of a
last one.
kind, no
That's-
levels on it, still
That's
copying
the
Ancient
best
anyway.
I can do. Here it is. It's on its way.
Okay, okay.
I think this is the correct copy. Dust copy 100%. I don't know how Chad is so confident about this. I don't think that's right.
I think Ancient is the right copy.
So that'd be 5 1.5s and 1.2 and 2. I can literally do the math right now.
Now Justin's
I'm
putting
sending mine.
glass.
Good luck.
Well, it's definitely not a Chad copy. Oh, well, we don't have Dust, so doesn't really matter.
I mean, he could copy Ancient though. If Brainstorm was copying Ancient at the very least. Does this get through? Oh, so close.
E3. I was so close.
What a
So
glorious
That is
match.
insane.
Oh, that's a few
was-
Bloodstone procs. That's
That-
2
you know,
Bloodstone
down to
procs.
just- let's see here, like a
Down-
times 2
down
difference.
again.
Just times 2 difference on the last life. That's incredible.
Oof, that is crazy.
×2 difference on the last two.
Oh, we broke a
two-
lot of glass cards on that
two
final hand, huh?
antes.
Broke a lot of glass cards on that.
I see. Maybe there's not that many left, but you know, I have a vision of what your deck used to look like. Well
yeah,
done.
yeah. I did have at least 2 more stamped queens in there.
Oh yeah. Me too. Of course, me too.
What an insane match. What a back and forth.
Exciting. I'm
That was
really
that.
excited.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is
Wow.
copy
Yeah.
Dusk. That's about a
Do my breathing
4x by
exercises
copying
after
Dusk
that one.
instead of Ancient for Dockside, by the way.
All right, so I guess once again, I'm gonna give you the option. You can
Dang,
pick
man.
first. You can pick second.
Would have been cool to see a game 3 out of Justin, knowing that he probably would have had it had he just moved one of his glass red seals.
Earlier, yeah.
earlier.
Or taking the Dusk.
Or taking the Dusk. But crazy match regardless. Filled of emotions and all that sort of stuff. So many chances, and sometimes you can only make the means to do that. So they're readying it up for one final one. Game 3, red deck gold stake. So we're going back to gold stake.
We're going back to Gold Stake. This might be a quick one.
Guess the real question is how much time has Justin spent in gold stake? Is he gonna have enough to work through to make it feel good? Best of 3, all games played for points. Very good. Odd Todd, even Steven. Get one or the other. Avoid the rental. Why does Todd have to be odd? Who said
Well-
Todd was odd?
You know, this goes back to the early days of Balatro. So back in the 1970s, when people used to play Balatro out of their cars, there was one of the top Balatro players, Todd. And he was just a
Todd.
really odd guy.
Somebody said in Legend of Old Jimbo.
Yes, yeah. The
that
Legend of
ye
Old
that- ye that it was named Todd was seen to be odd. But his brother Steven always kept him even.
Do be like that.
It do be like that.
But you know, we're all a little odd Todd on the inside.
Oh, we all have to be a little odd, Todd. Come on now. Four of a kind coming in for Justin here. It's like why riding a surfboard or skateboard with your right foot forward is called goofy, because the Disney cartoon character Disney did it in a movie. Nice.
Yes.
I love that. I love that.
Chat, you may hear a random video playing for 1 second because I've been trying to render a video for all day because it kept corrupting, and I think I finally figured out the issue, and I just want to see if it rendered properly.
Bang. There we go.
Rendering that live.
Literally,
On-
while I'm rendering one video,
whilst encoding a stream at the same
Yes,
time.
exactly.
That's crazy.
It wasn't nice on my computer, but
That is doing some work and some.
it did work
GPU
this
must be
time.
Your GPU must be stacked.
I do have a 5080. No, 4080? I don't remember what I have. I have to check.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. Doc going in
Eternal
with the-
certificate. This is a tempo line. I
that
don't...
is-
Doc trolling for sure. I really think that some people do not understand how Gold Stake is played, even in multiplayer. The amount of times that people die to blinds is extraordinarily substantial. One of the best cards in Gold Stake is Certificate, and even in multiplayer, Certificate is a grab. Yes, we're going to be paying for it a lot. Yes, it's eternal. But the fact of the matter is, it's going to give us gold seals for money. It's going to give us blue seals for planet levels to live. It's going to give us red seals for PvP usage. It's going to give us purple seals for deck manipulation. I think it's a great choice. It's a risky one, but I trust Doc to play around it.
And now Doc
And Justin loses a life.
Justin losing a life, and also Doc considering taking a rental mime to potentially get in on some synergy through the certificate with all the seals, but it looks like he's probably not going to take it after all. Probably doesn't want to be spending so much money early on because
It's just
econ
too.
is limited.
What I will say is this eternal rental is kind of hamstrung Doc into not. You can't really pick up another rental
No.
unless it's going to have some major econ set aside to it.
You don't want to be losing $6 every round. That's $6 that can go towards buying another Joker, opening another pack, earning something to give you some sense of stability through this through this stake. But yeah, Vagabond could be an option if it ends up coming up, if you do have that many rentals.
The abstract Joker is going to keep us alive, but it feels so sad without anybody to help it out.
It's being abstract. It's just chilling on its own. Mystic Summit though.
Mystic
Will
Summit's
give
solid,
us-
but I think Doc may be able to get both these, and it's going to be a pretty nice combo. Also going to get a flush level here. As Raise the Stakes begins playing in the background.
Perfect song for this.
Right before the PvP.
Right before the PvP.
Oh, what a cute cat for Justin. Let's listen in.
Adorable. Love to see that.
It's a rough one.
Is that the vibe you got? That's the vibe I got.
Yeah, definitely feeling a bit rough. All right.
And these flush levels, I mean,
All right.
what was the seal that
Nothing
Doc
to
got
be
this
mad
round?
about
Gold
with
seal?
these draws.
He got a gold seal on a
Yep.
6. I think it was a 6 of hearts off the top of my
I
head.
think I'm catching it. No, I'm not. Sorry.
Okay. Maybe next time.
Yeah. All right. See you soon.
See you in a bit. Good luck.
Another life down for Justin, putting him on a 2-life
Okay.
deficit. after the
I mean, that's
first
good news
meetup.
for us. So if it's a dry seed, if it's a rough,
That's already going to be quite a big
Doc-
deficit for Justin.
Doc was just saying that it definitely benefits him for it being a pretty dry seed with his choice of certificate. And I mean, I agree. And look at what the options are here for Justin. I think maybe you go for the Eternal Smiley, to be completely honest. Actually,
Yeah.
it might have been a good choice with this Red Seal Queen.
I think Justin's going to need to consider all his options that he can as best as he can to try to maximize just surviving this seed. Who knows? Justin might be on his last life before he meets up with Doc again.
Yeah.
If he can't get enough points on board. Looks like Doc's gonna be going in the pairs route. Another gold seal for Doc on the certificate as well, cashing in a diamond flush.
Sorry, I'm trying to do something. I will say, commissioning and commentating, it's a combo for sure. It's not the easiest combination ever. Thank you, Dom, for taking this over. Missing a few things
man,
here and there.
Honestly, I'm just happy to be here. I love the Balatro community. Happy to be supporting friends, doing awesome stuff, and sharing and showcasing this love for what this game is for all of us. So I'm honored to be doing some commentating today. Hopefully, we'll get to do some more in the future. Hopefully, this will not be the last time I will be casting alongside you for some enjoyable Major League Balatro.
Absolutely not. This Chad all of a sudden kind of scary for Doc with limited money. It was deep.
Chad has become Justin's best friend these last couple games because Chad, I feel like, has come up early for Justin most of this time.
Yeah. I mean, it was,
he's-
and it's deep enough where Doc's obviously not gonna see it with how much limited money. We are a photo away from I think running away with this game. I mean, photo chat is incredibly important, but if you have no levels, it still can only do so much.
Yep.
But this is a very scary
Even
spot
if
now for
He could find that he
Doc.
could go for the riffraff line again as he
Yeah.
did last time. He might consider it because of how well it worked, and he's gonna take it. Doc took the riffraff as well. Looks like Justin might even consider selling a few jokers just to give himself more options on econ and trying to crawl back a little bit. But let's see how much he digs. I think Justin really needs to start being more aggressive. Now he's gonna hold to. He's always
think it's
been
okay
in that $30 range.
I think here it's okay to make sure we get interest to try and find something next round. But yeah, coming into this PvP is going to be rough. He could still take this PvP with the ice cream, with the mystic. But we do have such solid levels for
Interessante.
Doc.
Yeah, Justin's gonna need to
Think
hit face
we
cards pretty much
start
every
off with
single
one of
hand that he
those?
plays if he wants to. Oh, he doesn't even have Chad. I thought he had Chad right out of the get-go. He's gonna need to just try to find the max amount of points that he can get
Okay. Maybe
if he
maybe
wants to
comparable
stick into
technology.
taking a life from Doc at this rate, because being down 2 after the second PvP is quite a deficit to try to make up ground at this rate.
Absolutely.
Let's
Okay.
listen in and see what they're saying.
Well, hold up now. Give me a chance. Give me a chance.
sorry.
Give me a chance to get in here.
I've just on autopilot. I was sending.
Okay.
Is the score to beat with 3 hands?
I guess Yeah, I've got a few.
Doc might be able
hands,
to
I
get
guess.
there.
So if I did those, then I could presumably do those. Let's try it.
I think Doc will get there. The pair levels are solid to find a flush.
He's got 2 hands, and he
Okay.
has pair at level 4.
And the odd
He's
pairs go
already-
crazy.
I don't
Yeah,
remember
odd
off the
Todd-
top of my head.
odd Todd
This might be enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Yup, that's enough.
All right, got me on the ropes. Wow.
Ooh, oh, that's number 1 life. That's time for your power
That's my
spike,
final
my
one.
guy.
Time for his power spike indeed. He needs to go Super Saiyan mode. Justin needs to look within and find some deep energy and kick it to the next level. If there's any more hope for Justin, he needs to find something in this next few blinds.
Yeah. Does have the money to maybe make it happen. But the blinds are also starting to scale pretty significantly. And are we going to risk selling both of our chips jokers, for example, to search in that riffraff? Because there's a chance you get something like reserve parking and chaos and you just die. We are gonna risk it.
I
Yeah.
think he needs to take any risk that he can get for that biscuit.
I don't think we go spectral tag because we need to see the photo.
He's going spectral tag. He can onk
We
the
can
Chad.
onk the Chad, but then we die.
Is he? Oh no, this might not be. Yeah, that might be putting him in a tough position. Is he gonna be able to score?
I that was a play that I think Justin made thinking that, okay, we can buy a Joker, and he kind of forgot it came from a skip. Oh.
Uh-oh. He was trying to chat up pretty big time, and let's see
No
if he
glass
can get
cards.
out of this.
There's no way. I mean, we have it flush house with a chariot. It's still not enough.
Could be something.
If we had a molt card for a flush house, maybe.
Yeah, he needs another diamond. If he's gonna try to get close to this flush house, he needs to find. He needs to find another queen or jack of queen of diamonds if he can, to get somewhat close. I think he needs to just play it to the last hand. He's not dead until he's truly dead. Let's see what he can pull. He's got 1 queen left and 2 jacks left. Or is he just going to send this full house and hope and pray that at least gets enough triggers for something? He's going to need the chariot something as well. He's gonna send it. He's gonna send it. Taking a look at his run, his full house. Could be a lot.
Oh sevens. Everyone 07. Respect. Justin
07.
fought their heart out. They were so close.
He was trying his very best.
And I have made this exact mistake in a ranked match before. And it pains me that you make a spectral play and then you're like, wait a second. That was a spectral skip. I can't do anything. Oh, man.
He was hoping it would get him something. Like a wraith. A
You
wrath.
can't even
or-
hope that
or-
Doc loses to the blinds at this point.
Yeah. You can stall out and try to see if Doc's going to make a slip up. But that's going to take a while before Doc hits the timer to get Justin back in the wraps of the game. And at this rate, yeah. Or is he just going to send a single queen?
Now,
What's he
technically, since the timer does not kill you the first time around, Justin could just sit here for the next 48 hours.
He could.
It's,
Totally could. Okay, so Justin's
I would
gonna
DQ
milk
him,
his-
but
Justin's going to milk his other hands and see if he can pull another diamond.
maybe looking for a straight flush?
Maybe. I think he has to consider he's trying to find another queen or a jack. He wants that flush house. He's going to give it a shot. Can he get the Queen of Diamonds. One time. He got it. He got it.
He got the flush
He got
house.
it, but now is it enough? Now
But
is it
I
enough?
don't think so. I think this is a solid like 7K. It's a good hand. It's not enough.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
8K.
it. GG's. Sad to see him go in this kind of way.
All
Hello?
right.
And that's going to
I could
definitely
not
take
stay
Doc by
alive. I really
surprise.
thought I did too. I thought I pulled it off.
I see. I
Let's
see an
see what they're
interesting
saying.
lineup of jokers here. Is this
There's
an
an
onk
interesting joker.
situation?
What was that?
Did you use an onk? You copied the
I-
Chad?
I did.
All right,
Copied
chat. We have to
Chad,
go to the
and
next game.
realized I
Dom,
needed
thank
that
you so much for
triple malts
commentating
and
with me.
without malts and-
Thank
Oh,
you,
yeah,
Zano.
yeah.
Thank you, everybody. It's
Like,
a
if you
pleasure to be
just
here
have
for
a
some
molt
Major
card,
League
like a +4,
Balatro.
then